Aquarius, what is up? Welcome to your weekly general timeless reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, don't force it to fit. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name's Jordan. Everything you need to know about me, you can find on my website down below, as well as the weekly love readings I post on Patreon. So if you want to see what's going on between you and your person for the week, go ahead and check it out because it posted this morning along with this reading. Let's see. So your energy, you have the choice. So it's decision time. The choice is yours. I really like this. This to me comes across, Aquarius, as the crossroads, right? Like having to decide whether or not to have that conversation or not have that conversation. It seems like the energies around you are really working in your benefit though. This could be a person or a situation about to work in your favor. So I wouldn't make any impulsive decisions quite yet, but really take the time to feel everything out. Feel it, not think it, because you are an air sign. Really connect with your feminine energy because that is what's being highlighted in the collective right now. And the advice from Spirit is your ancestors are visiting. It's time to heal old limiting beliefs and patterns. With this in reverse, it tells me that you might be resisting to see the reasons that you are trying to make this decision and maybe the manner or the pace that you are. So if you want to make it impulsively, is that because a part of you is uncomfortable sitting in the unknown? If part of you is fearful of failure, is that why you want to run from the relationship or the job? Or is that why you procrastinate on that project or that business that you're trying to start? It's a really great time to dive deep within yourself, especially with Venus retrograding in Leo. And I say diving deep into the self because retrograde is about the internal review. It gets a really bad rep, but retrograde is actually an incredible healing time for the collective. All the planets help us heal a different part of our psyche, our emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual body. So right now we have Saturn retrograding, which is what helps us to mature and overcome obstacles. Neptune, which is going to help you with your psyche, the subconscious, and the limiting beliefs. It's retrograding in Pisces, where it's home at, so it's very strong right now. And it will be for the next 2 weeks. So just be mindful of that and check out what house you have Pisces in your natal chart, because that's where you're going to probably be experiencing this distortion or illusion. So for instance, if it's around your finances, you might be really struggling with a scarcity mindset right now. If it's around taking a course, you might be thinking like, oh, this is a waste of time, which really comes down to a failure, right? So those are perfect examples of that. So before you make any impulsive decisions, maybe your choice should actually be to look deeper into yourself as to why you're thinking about these decisions, okay? Your overall energy is divine timing in reverse, which tells me that you might have a tendency of wanting things on your time. Having my entire first house being Aquarius, I totally understand this because this Aquarius energy, we like to do things when we want to do it, which is why we're known as the sign who wants to walk to our own drum, right? So beat of our own drum, sorry. This is that moment where you really need to surrender and understand that things are unfolding exactly as they need to. And the more you sit back and release your stronghold on it, the more it's actually going to flow to you and you're going to really coast on through it. So allow yourself to be present and know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And this time, this pause you have is actually a gift. It's not to frustrate you. It's to give you the space to do this healing and you're going to be supported through it. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers out here for you. Let's look into your energy with the choice. Let's see what this is about. The choice. 7 of Wands. You're very, very attached to the idea of how this new beginning is going to look. And you might even be going back and trying to review or restructure how you build this. So if this is a business or a relationship or a project, or maybe it's just your appearance, you could be saying, actually, I want to do my hair like this. Actually, I want to redecorate my home like this. I don't want to do it like that. One, I wouldn't redecorate or make any cosmetic changes to yourself until halfway through September because of Venus retrograde. You're probably going to regret it if you do it before then. But in regards to relationships, this could also be the expectation of what you think the actual relationship should look like at this point. And it's about releasing that expectation and ask yourself why, right? Why do you have that expectation? Why are you making these choices? Because with the 5 of Cups, this actually tells me that it's something emotionally that you're attached to that is asking you to release it. Okay, let's look at the healing guide. Just kidding. Let's clarify a little deeper. Sorry, I forgot I was doing double clarifiers for the weeklies now. So let's look into what this Ace of Pentacles is really about for you. Yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. Why you take action towards things you think make you happy. I say think because Knight of Cups in reverse is a lack of authenticity. It's pursuing something because it has a sense of attachment to thinking it's going to make them fulfilled. You know, it's like when people chase abundance because they think having all this money is going to make them happy. It's really not the money that makes them happy. It's that the money allows them to live the life that they want to live or provides them with the opportunity to give to people in the way they want to give to people, right? So It's realizing what the attachment or the desire is rooted in. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Wands. You so badly just want to feel safe and secure in yourself, and you want the stable foundation because you think it's going to make you feel more stable, but it's coming either way. This foundation is coming. The universe is like, please just heal like these things. So when I give you the foundation, you don't go sabotaging it. Like, you know how to sustain it. So the universe is really asking you to review your sense of security, your sense of authenticity, your sense of feeling like you are capable of building and sustaining whatever this is. Let's see what you're defending yourself against. Yeah, movement forward, which is why your energy is really contradicting. It's like you so badly want to move forward, but a part of you is scared to move forward. And that's part of the new contract you're stepping into, right? This is Libra energy. Libra is currently the South Node, which is where we do our healing, which is where we kind of make, not kind of, it's quite literally where we heal karma. So soul lessons, limiting beliefs, attachments, agreements, right? It's time to move on from old contracts you've made with yourself about not being worthy, not feeling enough, not being capable, fearing failure, all these things. They're just agreements because you're limitless. You're capable of having all the things you want, but it's time to really see that in yourself. Yeah, yep. Let's look at the healing guide. I have a public affirmation playlist if you're interested in it. I say these every morning for myself. There's probably over 100 affirmations and meditations on there at this point. I send it to my clients with every reading. So yeah, you're at the end of a very, very difficult cycle, which makes sense because if you're my age, you probably just finished your Saturn return, right? And because Saturn was just in Aquarius and now it's in Pisces, right? So you're probably closing out a lot of these old lessons that through Saturn's return, you were resurfacing, right? You were really understanding like, okay, this is what I want to change in my identity. This is what I want to change in myself to move in regards to my soul's calling, judgment, right? But now Venus retrograde, the purpose of it, especially with our North Node and South Node on the relationship axis of our relationship with self and relationship with other, the thing that's being highlighted right now is the fact that Venus relationships, right, is bringing everything from the bottom of the bucket that you did not heal and saying, here you go, let's get rid of it. So Saturn went through your first house, but Aries, our North Node, is naturally in the first house. So we're going through re-identifying our relationship with ourselves, right? And healing the things that stand in the way from having a healthy one. So kind of it's like a part 2 to your Saturn return if you are an Aquarius rising or have strong Aquarius in your first house. And I say that because I'm technically a Capricorn rising, but I have 3 signs in my first house and the full sign of Aquarius is in it. So it plays a large role in my personality. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't necessarily have to be an Aquarius rising, but it can take up your whole first house. So with judgment, you have the moon and then you have the 5 of swords. So with the moon here in reverse and the 5 of swords, you're going to see really clearly the feelings of betrayal or rejection, but also the inner critic that come out at this time. So if you're hypercritical of yourself, that's what the universe is like, hey, let's heal this shit. This is what's going on around you. I'm stalling these other opportunities because I want you to fix this and get it out of your energy so you have space for these other opportunities, right? It's kind of like the memory on a laptop, right? If you don't have the space to hold it, the computer is going to continuously reject it. And right now, the universe is like, well, I'm not rejecting it. You're rejecting it because you don't have the space for it. I need you to make space. Strength, beautiful, and the Queen of Wands. You're going to have the confidence to really address the bottom of that bucket, and you're really going to heal this shit. I feel like there's going to be a relationship that comes in when you do. Again, if you want to see more about your love and relationships, go ahead, check out Patreon. That's where I do the weekly love readings. Yeah. Part of you is very fearful of failing or not being enough. It's like you want your freedom, you want to be seen, you want to do like mystic things and really explore the unknown. But there's a part of you that's like, what if I do it and like it doesn't make me happy? Or what if I invest all this time and energy and it just doesn't pay off? The universe wants you to allow yourself to explore and to have fun because Aquarius, you're meant to. You're meant to be the inventor. You're meant to renovate things, right? Like look at it, change it, make it brand new again, right? To reestablish. Let's look at loved ones in spirit. This is healing the limiting beliefs. Yeah, beautiful. You have the Tower, Aries, Mars, Scorpio, and Libra energy with the 4 of Swords there. I love that for you. This tells me that you are going to be kind of forced, like, right? I hope not forced the way I was forced to go into some deep introspection and healing, right? If you don't know my story, go ahead, check out my website. It's all on there. Seven of Swords in reverse tells me exactly limiting beliefs. This is self-sabotaging behavior. So your overall theme for you this upcoming week, oh, holy shit, I forgot to mention, we have Chiron, the wounded healer, retrograding in Aries, the sign of self. So that would explain a lot of this. But yeah, you're going through a huge introspection of the things within yourself that really need to be healed. And the universe is really not going to let you escape it. They're going to be like, hey, like, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. I'm trying to help you make space for what's meant for you. Allow it to come in. Let's look at the Tower. Page of Swords. Okay, you're going to have somebody from your past come in. It's going to be a conversation that triggers some of these wounds. I don't think that they're going to come in and commit to you in any way. It just feels like someone, the universe is like, hey, I'm going to bring in something to shake you up a little bit. And the purpose of it is to make you think differently and to see things differently. They're not stable. They're not reliable. They're not going to stick around. They're going to give up really quickly. It's just a surface level conversation. This might be something that triggers a wound of abandonment or rejection in you, or feeling unworthy. Yeah, because you might get ghosted by them and they might feed you this nonsense like, no, everything's going to work out. We're going to be great. The universe is like, no, recognize that this is not for you. They're not coming in to hurt you. Yeah, beautiful. There you go. They're coming in to trigger the part of you that knows that there's still some codependency to heal. I like it. I like it a lot. That's the Empress in reverse next to the King of Swords. So your masculine energy is identifying the fact that your feminine might rely too much on other people and their thoughts and opinions of you. And you're going to learn to really give yourself the praise that you deserve for yourself. Yeah, this is going to be a little confusing for you because you're going to try to logically make sense of these limiting beliefs, but really your dead giveaway on what's a limiting belief is how you feel, how your body reacts, right? So doing mindfulness meditations in regards to breath work, or just being like mindful of how emotionally you feel, like if your throat gets tight or your chest gets tight, right? That physical reaction to the emotional response you have to saying affirmations. So things like, I am safe in public, right? How does that make you feel, right? I am safe to express myself freely around my family and friends. I am safe to trust the people closest to me, right? Say those things and see how they feel in your body, right? I feel safe, right? I know I can trust myself. I know I can trust my higher power. I know that I am confident in what I do. I know I am gifted and talented. How do those things make you feel in your body when you say it? Can you say it and really feel that it resonates and that it's true for you? That's great. If not, that is your dead giveaway that there's a limiting belief rooted in that affirmation somewhere. And that's what you can explore by journaling or just saying more affirmations that kind of relate to it, okay? Bottom of the deck, you have the Devil. This is definitely going to be a time where you address your ego, right? The things that stand in the way of feeling the love and abundance that is trying to come in for you with the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Devil rules the ego. It is our limiting beliefs, our fear, insecurities, codependency, addiction, attachment. It's all the things we've been talking about. So this can be a very healing week for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you know that I will always tell you what you most need to hear. And if you want help on your journey, my background is in biology and psychology, and I use those tools in my spiritual and shamanic life coaching to help my clients find a sense of wholeness within themselves. And I'm also a holistic health practitioner. So check out my website if you want to work one-on-one with me. And I look forward to seeing you next week for your next weekly reading. Bye-bye.